welcome back to Ascending with Ashley. I'm Ashley. We are going to do a collective reading using the Light Series Tarot. Everybody breathe, okay? It is an intense time to be alive. But we can all make this a better place to be, like Earth. Anyway, I'm not gonna lecture. Let's see what comes out, okay? What is that? I've decided that my birthday's in 2 weeks, and I've decided that we're gonna go to a hotel and go swimming, but not sleep over because I like sleeping in my own bed. And but we're just gonna go for a few hours and go swimming and hang out and have like a little party. Just me and Niall. I don't want all of these at once. Because that's what I want to do. I want to go play mermaids. But I have the animals, so. Ooh, we have a progression. 3 of Cups to 4 of Cups. 3 of Cups to me always speaks to past, present, and future, but I think I might be one of the only readers who gets that. I don't know. 4 of Cups is like boredom, lack, like unsatisfying, something being unsatisfying. I took all my disco balls off my ceiling the other day. 3 of Wands, Page of Pentacles. I'm telling you that because I moved shit around, and I don't really like white walls, but oh my god, and don't ever, please, don't ever, this is a problem for another day, okay? But don't ever get Temu's peel and stick wallpaper, because the peel part only works when you're putting it on. It was coming off in like these tiny little chunks. I got like a paint scraper, and I like got underneath one of, you know, landlord special. I got underneath one of the fucking coats of paint and had to take, they're gonna have to sand it, or I'm gonna have to sand this shit off. And it was so funny when I was doing it, because I put some wallpaper on this wall over here, and Niall was looking at his music station, which is like a lot of wallpaper, and he was like, he's been practicing his eyebrows and his facial. But anyway, I had some stickers over on this wall for his music studio, and I took those off. And so there's a lot of white in here. But I realized that, like, my growth, which I'm sharing because it's important, but I used to hate white walls, and a lot of that was because of incarceration. You couldn't decorate, you know? So, I like overcompensated for that a lot, which I'm very comfortable with. But this house stays dusty because we're in the desert, and like all the posters and shit were just like collecting dust. And so I put tapestries up because I can wash those easier and like clean the walls and shit more frequently. But anyway, this white is catching my periph. That's too many. No, it's not. Fuck it. Okay. Alright, thanks for listening. So maybe you're feeling like you need to make changes, lighten things up a little bit. Maybe you're noticing your growth. Maybe you're noticing why you do certain things in regards to your growth or healing or lack thereof, right? Wherever we are, we're all on different paths, different spaces. Okay, thanks for listening though. Okay, we have the 3 of Cups, 4 of Cups. We have the Emperor, 7 of Wands, Wheel of Fortune, 6 of Cups, 9 of Swords, 3 of Wands, the Fool, Page of Cups, Ace of Wands, Page of Pentacles. So the 2, 3, the three major arcana that we have are the Emperor, the Wheel of Fortune, and the Fool. So this is about taking a leap of faith, balancing your karma so that your wheel is turning in your favor, right? Making sure that you're only putting out what it is you want to get back. And the Emperor is about really building a firm foundation, being able to make calculated, strategic moves in order to, build your dreams. So taking a leap of faith is important, but doing so in a space of calculated risk and making sure that you are putting in the work, like the steps needed to get you to this Emperor space, right? Let's look at the minor arcana. So this is the story of how to embody these energies. Three of Cups, Four of Cups. So again, the Three of Cups for me is always past, present, future. Your past informs your present. No, your past. Yeah, your past informs your present, and your present determines your future. So if you're in a space of Four of Cups, if you're feeling bored with where you're at, what you want to do, you need to make changes in order to balance things out, but you might need to take a big ass leap of faith too. This leap of faith, this could be like, we have this Three of Wands energy where she's ready to go. She's waiting for her moment to surf, right? Why would you surf if there aren't waves? And, are you ready to surf waves that are super big, right? So I'm getting this image of like a wave pool. Oh God, I miss wave pools. That shit was so fun when we were little. But like, how the waves are like generated and like there's this anticipation from everybody in the wave pool. Wow, I haven't been to a wave pool in like at least like 25, probably more than that, a long time. But anyway, there's like this anticipation, and then that thing buzzes, and then there's like huge waves, right? Fucking crazy. What the fuck, that shit? Do they still have those things? Anyway, that anticipation is what I'm trying to talk about. What are you, so like, if your past is informing your present, and your present is determining your future, are you carrying expectations of the past with you? Are you anticipating, I'm getting failure, but maybe it is failure. What is your headspace telling you? We only have 9 of Swords here as Swords energy, but are you freaking yourself out? Are you getting yourself in your own head? Swords are representative of air and your mental energy. So are you wanting to do something but anticipating a negative outcome? All right, like this Page of Pentacles energy or Page of Cups energy, when pigs fly, right? Not feeling like there's some sort of inadequacy. But the Emperor is here. So whatever this inadequacy is that you're feeling, it's more than likely just something that you are ruminating in because of whatever happened in the past, right? And this Four of Cups is also giving like you're playing it safe, right? And that's why you're bored. Been there, done that. So, maybe with this new year. So we're leaving, okay, so there's the Gregorian calendar New Year, which was January 1st, right? And then we have the Chinese calendar New Year in 10 days, on February 17th. And then there's the spring New Year, the spring equinox on March 20th, 21st, that around there, when Pisces goes into Aries. Or not goes into, but changes into Aries. So, the Chinese New Year that's coming up is we've shed this past year was the year of the snake, and so a lot of us spent a lot of the year shedding what no longer serves us, right? Balancing what we do have left, right? Acknowledging our own growth and paths with this Six of Cup energy, right? Acknowledging your growth, acknowledging, I'm not bringing what no longer serves me into the future with me, right? There's a lot of balance here too, and like headspace energy. So seven of wands, the page of pentacles, and the ace of wands. Wow, I can't read these in my computer. So wand energy is fire energy. So these two are fire energy. And talk about spiritual, right? So maybe you've aligned, according to these cards, there's been an alignment. You've opened your third eye. You've created a spiritual safe space for yourself so that you can do this work. And you've created enough physical stability and balance, right? Because this is the tree pose in yoga, with that one leg up. And so trees are very sturdy, right? Trees provide a lot. Trees also shed when necessary. So getting back to the shedding, we are, you can get into this space after you release shit, but you can't just bring shit with you. And I feel like that could be speaking to this too. Maybe you had to really let things go. People, places, patterns, it's the year of the snake. That's what we were all doing. We were shedding our skin. We've grown out of things. And we're moving into the year of the horse. Racehorse? I don't know. People, I think it's the horse. So again, that's happening on February 17th. And then we have another month until the seasons and nature initiate the new year with spring. So whatever you've done for the past few months, year to a month, whatever you've released, or maybe you're in a space right now of knowing you need to release something but you haven't quite done it yet. I've given myself until March 20th to let everything fall away. I'm being very passive about this. Well, that's not true. I've had to be very firm and confrontational with a few people, but what's left, I'm allowing. I've already done the hard part, so what's left is I'm going to just allow things to go. I'm not going to put any more energy into things that I know are no longer, they've already shown me that it's not for me, right? Friendship, family, work, space, even just how you use your time. I've been playing a lot of Block Blast lately. Not because I haven't been doing work. In fact, I made all of these workbooks today while we have open art space. So I printed out all of these to add to the shop and bound them. So I'm still working, but I need to have, my days are very balanced between my masculine and feminine energy and when I need to lay down. I saw this post on TikTok today. Someone's like, what's the best part about being a stay-at-home mom? And all the answers were, of course, sentimental, and I wanted to put laying down when I want. Because it is, I can't imagine going to work. I like to lay down. I lay down a lot. I always have to get up relatively quickly, but I get a lot of time to chill and rest, which I've deserved and have earned for the past few years. And Niall's old enough to, he doesn't need me constantly hovering. And then the dogs are good protectors, so I'm finally able to chill for a little bit. Today he was outside playing in the dirt for hours. I was awesome. I was doing that workbook stuff, and then after art space I was okay, I'm gonna lay down and rest now. And he was doing his thing, but either way, I don't know why I shared all that. Finding balance in your day-to-day, finding a rhythm, that can get you out of this energy wherever you're bored. And I think that's another thing about the snake energy or the shedding energy is maybe you're bored with like I can't really have like I can't do like status quo conversations. Like it hurts me. Like it hurts my soul. Like I love to go to the depths or talk about things that actually matter to me, not just like speaking to each other just to hear our own voices, right? So maybe that's how you feel. Maybe you're in a customer service position or something and you're like, I literally cannot talk about the weather anymore, you know, or like, you know, been there, done that. And like I can't deal with these people asking me about coupons. I worked at JCPenney once and the coupon, it was crazy. JCPenney was a really good company. I also worked for Macy's, horrible company. Go figure. But JCPenney's was great. I liked it there. I just didn't want to work there anymore. Or no, I think I went back to school. No, I left for the master's program. That's why I didn't work there. So I feel like there's a little bit more. Don't allow yourself to get in your own way. Yeah, we have this 8 of Wands, which is pretty quick movement. I think, you know, I'm giving myself until March 20th because I know after that I'm going to be busy. I'm going to go back into my masculine energy with the, you know, changing of the seasons until fall. Then I will go back into my feminine energy again. Predominantly. I mean, I have a good balance of both, but if you're wondering what I mean, masculine energy is the doing energy, and feminine energy is the receiving, just being energy. So doing and being and finding that balance, which capitalism does literally everything they can to keep you from that balance. But again, balance, Page of Pentacle energy. Whatever you've built, hold it close to your chest, you know. I see that as a couple things. I see it as like holding it close to your chest and also serving as a shield. There's a lot of protection energy here with the 7 of Wands and the Page of Pentacles, the Emperor. So protect yourself from, maybe you need to protect yourself from yourself. We have the King of Pentacles, the 9 of Pentacles. So showing growth in your, you know, maybe you're starting to see the fruits of your labor and it's putting you into a more stable masculine position where you're able to like actually do things instead of just like planning them. We have the Empress coming out, so we do have a pair. And we have the Queen of Pentacles. So we have, and the High Priest. Wow, 5 of Swords. So the only thing here is watch how you're talking to yourself. Watch the overthinking, the obsessing over hypotheticals or what ifs. Don't freak yourself out. Just trust, you know. Anytime you feel yourself in this 5 or 9 of sword energy, overthinking, unable to sleep, just pray or like talk to whoever it is you believe. And if you don't believe in anything, talk to the best version of yourself. It's called your higher self. So like the version of you that doesn't have to deal with human shit. Just talk to them and be like, you know, I could really use some peace in my mind. I need to, you know, and then if you ask that prayer or, you know, if you put that out into the ethers of the universe or whatever it is you believe, then how that's going to look when you are receiving that answered prayer is a reminder on, I'm getting that fucking app Headspace. So you ask for, like, I need to make room for my head, or like I need more meditation, and then you see an ad for Headspace, that little orange circle thing. It reminds me of the Zoloft commercials from back in the day. But anyway, maybe you decide to download the app, or maybe you're just like, just seeing that app is or that ad is like a reminder to just take a breath, right? That's going to be a way. Or maybe you see an animal that means something to you, or maybe you see something that meant something to a passed down loved one. All of those are going to be signs and synchronicities for you to quiet your head and remind yourself that you are protected and that you are being cared for and that you're being guided, right? So I mean, those little things are also going to rebuild your faith in your process, not only in yourself, but whatever it is you believe and in what it is you're seeking. In these times, we are all being called to do shit that we need to do. Like, everyone has different skills and everyone has different abilities and everyone has different tools and passions, and some of us speak different languages, right? There's a reason for that, because those are the things that are going to make humanity well again, right? Now that these big truths have been exposed, the depth of this corruption is going to, I mean, it's not just like right now. This has been happening for thousands of years, right? Humanity has never had this information at this scale or scope or rate. And so that can also cause a lot. So be careful of what you're, I'm getting digesting, but like be careful of what you're exposing yourself to, especially right now. Take a break if you need to take a break. So King and Queen of Pentacles. So we have the Ace of Swords. Again, this clear mind. Where did the other one go? Ace of Swords and the Ace of Wands. Mental and spiritual harmony, right? If you can have control, because we are in spiritual and mental warfare, right? Psychological warfare as a whole. So if you remove the emotions and the physical space that we're all existing in, and you just focus on the mental and spiritual aspects of what you're thinking about or what you're doing, again, carving out a space for you to feel safe in your mental and spiritual, especially as we are bombarded with evil shit, okay? Make sure that you're not, like, you want to be in this energy, not this energy. You don't want to be overthinking. You want to be clear. You want to have your direct channel to whatever it is you believe. Again, even if that's just the future version of yourself. Not just, okay? God is within all of us, so whatever word you call it, whatever. I mean, even if you, like, believe in, like, Martians, whatever. Whatever it is you believe in, you outside of you. Unless it's someone in human form. Let's keep it nice, okay? We're talking about something in a different dimension, realm, existence, like universal wise, okay? I'm not talking about putting all of your belief. If you're in a cult, you're not on the right channel. I mean, I can help you get out of your cult, but if you are actively someone who believes in MAGA, this is not the channel for you. Bye. Anyway, making sure that your channel's open, you're getting ideas. This always gives me the Stairway to Heaven Fibonacci sequence. This looks like a fire teardrop. I don't know. She's also got this like fishnet, which is giving like kufiya. It looks like the pattern on the kufiya right here. This part, this is representative of fishnet. And that's kind of what this looks like too. It's also giving web. I am not a fan of spiders, but I am a fan of their spiritual meaning, which is to create with the universe, right? Weave your own story, which is very much Empress and Emperor. This could be a person outside of you. Divine unions are being called together. Or it could just be you, again, finding your creative energy, what you want to bring through you, and then making it happen. The feminine is being, the masculine is doing. How do you want to feel? Safe, secure, poised, and both of these too, Queen and King of Pentacles. So maybe you're being asked to really focus on the physical. I think a lot of us are. Again, what I referenced earlier with our different passions and skills and shit, I think the people who have grand ideas who can support humanity at this time are going to be supported to, again, root these ideas through you onto the earth plane to support life on the planet, right? I'm not talking about pro-life, pro-choice, okay? We're pro-choice. That's it. But I am talking about all living beings, including plants, bugs, animals, okay? What are we here doing to make them better? Because we as humans have the ability to use our hands to create things. What do you need in the physical realm to make your ideas real? And balancing, again, huge emphasis on balancing your masculine and feminine energy. And using magic. The High Priestess, this is someone who understands esoterics. Again, looking at the crown chakra, she is wide open to receive ideas. I'm one of these people. I heard a reader yesterday say, you're not receiving downloads. I mean, to each their own, they're all different, but what she said was really interesting, and I've never really thought about it this way. The ancestors that I speak to predominantly in my family line is my dad and his mother, my dad and grandma. Occasionally I'll shout out to my mother's parents, but because things on my mother's side are very not cool, I usually just leave it to my dad and my grandma. But I don't really go further than that back in my bloodline, because I don't know any of those people. I didn't know them. I'm not trying to take on. I'm only working with familiar. Like, that's what I've always been open to. But someone said the other day, oh, it was Seven Fire. It was that guy. Oh, I love him. And it was so funny because I was on TikTok and I was like, where are you? I haven't seen you in so long. Seventh Fire. What is he? He's indigenous. He's in Canada. And he does a lot of decolonizing work. And he makes dream catchers. And so he's always talking about the webs. And Seventh Fire. What is he? Is it Seventh Fire Messenger? Yeah, Seventh Fire Messenger. If you don't know this guy, go follow his channel. Super wise. But I caught a live of him. Literally, I was like, where has he been? And then 2 scrolls later, he showed up. Oh, God damn it. And, oh, see, the ceiling is all clean. But he said, you're not receiving downloads. That's really your ancient knowledge. Like, from yourself. Like, your ancient bloodline, right? And so that was an interesting thing. I mean, you can call it whatever you want. I mean, either way, humans have a word for everything. And that's something I tell Niall all the time because he is nonverbal. And we actually laughed today because he was playing this game. And I was like, that's an acorn. And it was like a tree that had acorns on it. So I looked it up on Google and I said acorn. And then he brought it back because he's really into like just me repeating and spelling it out for him. And so I said, it's an acorn, and then I was laughing, and I was like, why is the word corn? Like, Niall and I have a telepathic communication. And I said, I don't know why the word corn is literally in everything. Corn dog, corn, popcorn, acorn, you know? And so we were laughing about how much the word corn is used, right? And of course, my mind went somewhere dirty, because corn is what people call porn and shit. But anyway, obviously I didn't have that conversation. But, that's where my mind was like, oh, God. But it was funny, and then he you know, we were both laughing because Niall has a really good sense of humor. It's funny. So anyway, this deck is called, oh shit, that was rude. Alright, well, I'm just gonna take these that are left in the box then, because they'll float. Alright. It's always darkest before the dawn. So again, give yourself until like March 20th to really be like, hey, it's 2026, and, you know, the more we reconnect to nature, the, you know, and really honor the cycle that nature's on with our own human cycle, the more balance we're gonna have, right? This wheel of fortune energy. If you work in tandem, like, with the cycles of nature, you're gonna have a lot more fruitful outcomes. Earth Mother, psychic recharge, grounded healer, mentor, and layers. So crows or ravens may be significant, blackbirds even. Gnomes, humanity, friendship, hard work, and little visions. So don't get down on yourself if you think, those are in chronological order too, 4 and 5. So don't get down on yourself. Take little steps, right? Where's that other card? I love this song. I used to listen to this when I lived in, like, right before I moved out west. I used to blare it in my car. I think I'm losing my hearing. I'm getting old. I think maybe it's Bluetooth. I don't know. Oh, this card right here. Don't be afraid of small steps, right? Look how many steps there are. Take your time, okay? Alright, raising winds. Magical release, calling, intention, and stronghold. Is for, snake skin. Information, secrets, body language, and senses. This is also very much giving Kundalini awakening. So at the base of your spine, there's an energy force field. It's like your root and sacral area, and your, I don't know, it's like a powerful area. But the energy from there travels all the way up your spine. Again, I highly recommend going to Google and searching a nervous system alone. Like, we are tree roots, right? But we have this energy force field that travels up and down. And yeah, it connects like your brain and shit to like your butt. I don't know, but like all of your chakra points and shit. I'm not a scientist. I've never even taken a biology class. So anyway, you do have Kundalini energy that when it's awakened, I think that maybe that's why they give people epidurals, because I bet an epidural would completely block your Kundalini, which is essential for the process of giving birth. I'm gonna look further into that. I had a free birth. It was fabulous. I wouldn't have done it any other way. I'm glad I did it that way. But anyway, trust your intuition, I'm getting, because it said secrets and information, body language, and senses. So your Kundalini and energy and your intuition are gonna feel, I think they probably inform each other immensely. So pay attention to, I mean, I don't know why I'm getting the Kundalini can only be in your back, like the small of your back. That's interesting. Your Kundalini energy, it's not something that can be like it would inform your entire body. So yeah, whatever hits you're getting intuition wise, it's gonna be like the pit of your stomach or your womb. That's your life force energy as well, right? That's so interesting that I have this idea that it's only in your back. What is that called? Your sciatic nerve. Let's look that up because I keep talking about the nerve. The sciatic nerve. The sciatic nerve is the largest and longest nerve in the human body, running from the lower back through the buttocks and down each leg. So that's your root chakra, which is the affirmation for the root chakra is I am safe. So anytime you're not feeling safe, again, your intuition hits body language, secrets, and senses. That's interesting. I don't know why I'm going so deep into that, but I feel like it's a thing to trust yourself, right? Don't allow yourself to overthink something that your entire body is having like a visceral reaction about, right? Remember that your body and your mind want to work together, but a lot of the times we like don't allow that because of our conditioning, right? We have herbal craft, regeneration, plant medicine, big fan of that, obviously. Caretaker and bloomer. And we have Baraka, power, strength, force, and expansion. So again, this expansion is giving Empress energy. Finding your balance between doing and being. No idea is too big to manifest or carry out. And I think that's something that, you know, this society and, you know, everyone we're surrounded by really likes to limit us. So don't allow yourself to be limited by anyone else's belief system. You can literally birth anything you want onto this planet. If it's something that's going to support humanity, if it's something that you're following through purpose-wise, calling-wise, the universe will provide the funding. Allow yourself to be in a space of abundance. Don't allow yourself to get in your own way by overthinking or having limited thoughts, or, you know, just carrying out in some like weird karma ways or whatnot. Alright, let's get an affirmation. I made Isle tacos today. We went to Taco Bell the other day and my order was $30. What's the fuck? I only got a few things. I was like, huh? Man, I used the queen of fucking Taco Bell. What the fuck? It's not even good. So anyway, I made tacos today and he loved them. Okay. He just started eating tacos, so this is very exciting. He's expanding his food choices. Everything has beauty. Choose to see the good stuff and never give up. That's within you as well. Life was meant for a great adventure. Fall in love with as many things as possible. A dream is a wish your heart makes. Ordinary people can do extraordinary things and be your beautiful self. The impossible is often the untried. Replace fear of the unknown with curiosity and let it go. Again, that Three of Cups energy, what's no longer serving you, leave it, because your past informs your present and your present determines your future. But your past does not determine your future. You're missing the essential step of right now, okay? Be authentic, be awesome today, and be you bravely. Be amazed, take risks, and make it happen. Have a good one.